Hello, everyone, and Happy New Year. This is Jan from MES, and today we are going to look into the MES tool release highlights for the winter 2023-2024 release. So we have obviously 2024 already, and today is a very special day. You will see shortly what it's about, but I have two of my dear colleagues here with me, and that's Alex and Kai. Hello, Alex. Hello, Kai.
Hello, Jan.
Hello.
It's great to have you here, and I'm very excited what we are going to show you all today, because we had a new major release of the MES Model Examiner, and now it's version number 10. MXAM 10 comes with an exciting news with regard to MES Model Refactor, and that's, Alex, why you are joining us here today, because the functionality of MES Model Refactor more has now been integrated into MXAM. And yeah, let's have a look how this looks like now for users of MXAM 10. And Alex, I think you are the perfect candidate to show us now how more works within MXAM.
Yeah, then let's head over to my screen. I'm going to share my screen. I hope you can see now what I'm seeing. Okay, so more is now integrated into MXAM, and it's really easy to use alongside with MXAM now. I can just show you how fast it is. This is a normal installer for MXAM. You just do the normal install process here. I'm choosing a path. I choose something else here, so I don't go to programs. Let's make this a bit shorter and just hit next. You can choose your license file here if you want. I have one here. If you don't have to do this, you can configure this later, but you can do it here. And as you can already see, here's also the more logo in the installer. And you just go right for install, and then everything happens really fast, and more gets installed alongside with MXAM. And in the end, you will see you get a short notice here. There are multiple ways of using more together with MXAM. You can just add the paths like here to your path in MATLAB, and then it will be available every time you use MATLAB, or you can just start MXAM over MATLAB or start MATLAB over MXAM, and it will also be available. So I've just installed it now, and I will just start my MATLAB and have a look here. Take some time. So as you can see, I already added this part into my startup M here, and MXAM and more getting initialized at the startup and will be ready to use right away. So when you open a model here, there it is. So just a Simulink model here. You can use your functionality of more right away. You can see it's here in the menu. And then you can just, for example, hit auto layout and use the auto layout functionality. The license is already installed. As I have selected this an install process, and yeah, take a moment, but everything is working right away like before. And if you want to configure your license configuration and more separately, we've also added the license configurator that MXAM uses to more, which is a really easy way to configure your license or your tool separately.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And this is the full functionality of more, right?
Yeah.
It's just the latest, or it is the latest release of more integrated and installed, and it's the same experience as for the standalone.
That's right. This is the latest version of more integrated here, and you can use every feature this more normally has can be used here as well.
Great. I think that's really exciting news now, especially for MXAM users when they work already in the Simulink editor, checking on findings for complexity, for example, from the model metrics. And then, yeah, not just auto layouting, right? Because more has...
No, you can use every feature here.
Exactly, example, especially for refactoring. And
go to froms to lines or something. And yeah.
Exactly. And then always say, there we see the model also has some naming issue.
Yeah.
It's very easy to, you wouldn't recognize it immediately, but
no, but yeah.
Great.
Would recognize us.
Well, thank you very much, Alex. It was a very nice overview of more, and I think that's really exciting for all our users trying out the latest version of MXAM 10 functional safety, and including more here. So, but of course, that's not all the new version has to offer. There also have been, of course, again, updates to the checks and the analysis of that MXAM is running or MXAM is used for the stack analysis. And that's why I have Kai here with me as well, because Kai, it's great to have you in the same meeting here to look into the latest updates with regard to the MXAM checking functions or features. One is now easy analysis for AUTOSAR Runnables with EmbeddedCoder. And then, of course, there has again been updates to the check library. So I'm really excited to see what new checks are here with the latest version. So Kai, if you don't mind, I'm happy to see what this is about.
Yeah, sure. Then I will show it directly in the tool. And we see, or like we said, so we had extended the analysis parameter, which is called analyze AUTOSAR Runnable subsystems only in regards of developing with EmbeddedCoder. So this goes for several type of subsystems. So like function call subsystems, Simulink functions, atomic subsystems, or even event listener subsystems. And we had this parameter already prepared when working with TargetLink. And as you as an AUTOSAR user would know, so when you want to developing AUTOSAR models, you begin with generating a model and a frame from an AR XML file, and therefore you have lots of auto-generated stuff in it and auto-generated levels. And this, because it is automatically generated, you really do not want to analyze in your static testing. So in order to spare resources, you can then set this parameter to true, and then really only the modeling and the functions which are inside your AUTOSAR runnable will be analyzed here.
Mm-hmm. I think it's especially useful, as you said, if a frame is fixed and there's nothing you can actually do about it, because you have to follow what is given to you by AUTOSAR. Now you can just focus your analysis to the things that you actually implement and where you would make changes to the model and improve here, and then reduce analysis time to these.
Yes, for sure. So you don't, because you don't want to analyze and improve auto-generated things.
Exactly. Cool. It looks like a really nice feature, and saving time is always a good thing. And then there's more about guidelines, right? So let's have a look there.
Yeah, sure. So we have the concurring theme or continuing theme of preparing and developing new checks for guidelines. So now with this release, so we are in the topic of functional safety. So as we from MES are experts in functional or on the topic of functional safety, so with this release we have several more checks for guidelines regarding functional safety. So you see them listed here, the new checks for the guidelines. So we have, for instance, the avoid disabled and unresolved links. So especially when working with reusable modeling components with library. So you should ensure that you have activated links. So you can check this guideline in order if you may have unresolved links. So that this is not correctly, or that this cannot be correctly updated so that you have missing libraries. Or as well, this also checks for disabled links, so which will prevent maybe unwanted behavior. So because there's the update mechanism to the actual library is not done in this case, in order to have this modular approach with reusable contents used correctly, you can attach these guidelines with the underlying check there.
So
also,
sorry, so that's a guideline really focusing on functional safety. So you make sure that model references are available and updated. So just to make sure that you always have the latest intended stage of your model, so to say, and this also improves, of course, testability to just make sure everything is there before you go into the next stage of your quality assurance, right?
Sure, yeah. Then we have also one thing, the avoidance of the rounding mode, or avoidance that you do not configure the rounding mode to simplest. So as a modeler, you know that most of the calculation blocks from Simulink have the option to set a specific rounding mode. And in order to have a consistent code generation within different rounding mode, you should ensure with this guideline that you have really a set rounding mode and do not use the simplest mode for it. And the corresponding check, they also have an check parameter where you can really allow the rounding modes, but where you should ensure that you do not use the simplest rounding mode there. And then, also the third one is the MES SLSF 3500, avoid user-defined event objects. So that really ensures that you do not use user-defined states, user-defined stateflow events there, in order to not have synchronization issues, and also to prevent a hidden control flow in your models. And apart from this, we will have also for three versions of target link guideline in respect of variable classes, also a new check available.
Great. So many more guidelines to improve function safety of models, and there's continuous work going on. So thank you very much for the insights here, Kai.
Yep.
And with that, I think that's all for what we have time today. Thank you very much, Alex and Kai, for joining me. And everybody, if you would like to try out the latest version of MES Model Examiner, MXAM, it's version 10, the new major version coming out now, please let us know. We have free evaluation licenses available, or if you're already a user, in the next days, you will receive an updated license file, so you can ready to go and try out the latest version. Hi, and Alex, thank you very much for joining me, and see you next time.
Yeah, thank you, Jan and Alex.
Thank you also, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Have a nice day.